Wherefore the Lord said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of man. And though they say, The Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses, and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
To the flag of the United States of America.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
never met a girl in my life like you before. You make all my dreams come true. Oh, I love the way you carry you, you have a lot of class and taste. And you don't have to say how much you care for me, because it's written all over your face. Don't you know it's written all over your face? You don't have to say a word. Just smile, 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 smile for me. It's better than any word I've ever heard. It's better than any word I ever heard. You don't have to say how much you love me, girl, because you show me every day. In the morning when I ride, late in the evening, late at night. You kiss me, you miss me, you hold me very tight. You love me in every way. In every way. I love the way you carry you. You got a lot of class and good taste, baby. And you don't have to say how much you care for me, 'cause it's written all over your face, baby. Hey, sing the song, y'all. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say a word. Yeah. Just smile, 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 smile for me. It's better than any word I've ever heard. On to the bridge, to the bridge. It's clear as the day. That you really care. It's written all over your face. That's how I love. That's how I love. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. Just smile, 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 smile for me. It's better than any word I've ever heard. It's better than you don't have to say a word. And I must like it. I must like it. Just smile, 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 smile. It's better than any word I've ever heard. All over your face. Don't you know? You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. Just smile, 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 smile for me. It's better than any word I've ever heard. Yeah. Written all over your face. You don't have to say a word.
We out of here. Yo, Mel.
Smile, 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 smile for me. It's better than any word I've ever heard. Yeah. written all over your face.
During Tea Party rallies and campaign speeches, we've been told that America was founded as a Christian nation, and that if the Founding Fathers were here today, they'd tell us so. Here's John Adams in the Treaty of Tripoli. As the government of the United States is not, in any sense, founded on the Christian religion. And here's Thomas Jefferson, that our civil rights have no dependence on our religious opinions. And here's the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion.
Revelation chapter 18. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and thyine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusteth after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they shall cast dust on their heads and cry, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. For God hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers and musicians and the pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. The truth has been in our faces from the beginning of who Mystery Babylon is. It's been written all over her face from the beginning. Mystery Babylon. For many of us, we carry the truth in our pockets. For many of us, it is digital, but the message is still the same. For the love of money, for the love of money, for the love of money is the root of all evil. We've had it here, right in front of us the whole time. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Satan, the Antichrist, rising from the ashes, order out of chaos. And the great pyramid on the back of our dollar bill. Do we ever stop and think, what does a pyramid have to do with America? When you understand who America is, and America's place that it plays in not only history, but in the Bible, you have a complete revelation and understanding of why there is a pyramid with the eye of Satan, the eye of Lucifer, the eye of Ra, the eye of Horus on the back of our dollar bill. In the book of Deuteronomy, God told his people, Israel, and later talking to the children of Israel, He gave them blessings if they would keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. And he gave them curses for disobeying. Simple stuff. They entered into a contract. They entered into a covenant, a blood covenant with the Lord God Almighty. And there were stipulations in the contract. Things that would happen if they obeyed, and things that would happen if they disobeyed. And right before our very eyes, this day, those very things are coming to pass. You see, one of the curses that God spoke upon Israel and their seed, their physical seed that would come hereafter, would be that they would be sold into slavery, that they would be brought back into Egypt by ships. Egypt in the Bible is always a picture of bondage, of slavery. There are many scriptures to confirm this. Many scriptures that clearly say that Egypt is the house of bondage. So when we see a pyramid coming from Egypt on the back of our dollar bill, we can easily make the connection of a house of bondage, a house of slavery, which history tells us that this country was built off of slave labor. It's been in our face the whole time. The truth has been right there, as they say, hidden in plain sight, waiting for somebody to figure the mystery out. And the mystery has been revealed by God, because it is time for the mystery to be completely revealed to his people, so his people can have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of the days and the times that we are living in. We are living in Mystery Babylon. For those of us who live in what is known as the United States of America, a nation built on slaves, a nation that is and will fulfill Bible prophecy, a nation that was not founded on Christian values but perpetrated itself as a Christian nation, a nation that God has used mightily to fulfill his will, to spread the gospel, a nation to protect his people until he called his people out of Egypt, out of bondage. A nation that is a slave nation, a nation of all different religions, a nation that seems to be a mystery, but the mystery is written all over her face. The mystery is revealed. And the mystery of Mystery Babylon is about to be fulfilled right in front of our very eyes. The question I leave you with is, what side are you on? Are you on the side of Mystery Babylon? Or are you on the side of God? What a great way to hide away a truth and put it right in front of